Courtney, CEO of Kidsafe Victoria. Melanie, great day today on hot cars.
Oh, it was a fantastic day today, Ron. We're really excited that ECMS has joined our Hot Cars campaign. We're going to be seeing hot car signs across each of their 60 centres across the state, which is just fantastic. So, we really encourage every single early childhood service out there to have these signs. They should be part of every risk management policy, and make sure that we do look after the health and welfare of our children.
But it's not only the signs, is it, with ECMS? I mean, Kidsafe has now prepared a program, a communication program for each of these centres.
Absolutely right. So we've got the full package. They've got the signs, so people will see them as soon as they enter the centres. We've also got communications going out in newsletters. We've got fact sheets. We've got social media. We've got all sorts of things happening to make sure they do have a comprehensive campaign and to make sure that every single person associated with those centres gets the message.
But Melanie, the daycare centres are only one part of the problem. There's a lot of bigger areas. Could you tell us about some of them?
Well, that's right. We are thrilled that the early childhood services have come on board. But when you look at the statistics from Ambulance Victoria, 2/3 of all call-outs are to car parks. So we're talking shopping centres, supermarkets, all of those type of areas. So we'd really like to put the challenge out to them and urge them to all get signage as well, so that we do get that message out to everyone in the community.
And what about local councils?
Well, local councils as well. We do have a local council package which we have sent out. We've got some interest from some councils, which is fantastic. So again, we urge all councils to jump on board, not just the signs, but the full community package.
And you're also working with the Lions.
We are. We're very fortunate to have been supported in the Hot Cars campaign by the Lions Crime Watch Committee for the last 12 months. So they're getting signs out there on our behalf, they're getting messages out there, really, really grassroots that we're getting to. So we're just so grateful to them for their support.
Now, talking about grassroots, you mentioned social media, and we've got a special program there. Do you want to tell us about it?
We do, Ron. Funny you should mention that. Here's the campaign that we're looking at on social media. So we do have a number of infographics that we've prepared, and they basically really highlight the message and the dangers. And we also have infographics which show people what to do if they do come across a child in a car and how these can be prevented. So we've got a whole host of resources on social media. We really encourage everyone to jump onto our Facebook site, our Twitter site, Kidsafe Vic, and also our website, so you can download these materials to put in newsletters as well. So really easy way to get the message out to a lot of people. We've had a great response already on Facebook. We've had lots of shares. So, the more people on there, the better. So please do come on board and support the campaign.
But what about big companies and other big groups that have got big databases? They could be helpful?
Absolutely, Ron, and everyone's got children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews, so the more we can get the message out there through every database, this is a message that needs to get out there. The stats that we've seen, particularly in the heatwave recently, just quite staggering. So we really need to continue to get these messages out there, and also to show people that there are unintentional incidents as well as intentional. So there are things that can be done. These are all preventable.
Some people might say, why should we be putting these signs up? Surely people can remember to take their children with them.
Well, and I think a lot of the things that we do, people sort of think are common sense, but there can be lots of different issues that can lead to children being locked in cars. So it can be kids playing with keys that accidentally lock themselves in. It can just be parents thinking, hey, I'm only going to spend a couple of minutes in the store, they'll be fine. And then obviously, that 2 minutes can turn into 10, into 15. On a day like today, 39 degrees, it can get up to 70 degrees in that car. So, it's really just changing that mentality and making sure that everyone is aware that it's not okay to leave a child in a car, not even for a couple of minutes.
Melanie, what's your final message? If you leave the car?
Well, a final message, if you leave the car, even if you think it's only going to be for a couple of minutes, take your children with you. It's just not worth the risk.
Thanks, Melanie.
Thanks, Ron.